Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today I'm pretty excited about this one, and the Bloody Snow bayonet is probably the bayonet I've talked the most about here on the channel, and I just enjoy it so very much. It is an incredible, incredible, incredible addition to Vein, and if you don't have DLC 2, I would recommend it just for this bayonet alone. The crazy thing about it is that if you pair with Ichor Strikes, Blood Awakening, and Ichor Efficiency, then you can get this down to 1 Ichor per charge attack, which is absolutely insanity for how much damage output you can get in such a very short amount of time when you have Charge Accelerator, Time Crunch, and Charge Booster. Again, this is not something that you can do in your first playthrough of Vein. I mean, I take that back. You can do this in your first playthrough in Vein, but it will be exceptionally difficult to get everything unless you are very high level and you have a whole lot of gifts and you have a whole lot of experience. Then yeah, you can definitely get this. But I would say this is more like a second or third playthrough kind of a build set here that we got going on, and pairing up with White Mia here as well for double gift extension on all of our gifts. So this is very, very, very focused, centered, and playing with Mia's communal as well. And so the real problem with all of this is the fact that our Ichor requirement is exceptionally high. So we're here back with the Blackblood Liberator, and the charge attacks on this, we will have to remember that when an enemy is like thrown down to the ground or something, we'll hit him with a charge attack real quick from our Blood Veil in order to recover as much Ichor as possible along the way here. Fortunately, though, we do have Blood Sacrifice, and Blood Awakening will help us reduce our Ichor requirements for everything, and so that should help us exceptionally well. So let's go ahead and get into it here. Now, the cool thing about this
You
bayonet
can't go ahead
is
on your
that
own. There.
it does
Do
10
you see something?
snowballs that damage the enemy
Thanks.
in very, very, very quick succession. Okay, and you can get all of that wonderfulness out very, very, very fast on the enemy. But the problem with it is that it comes with a very, very, very steep Ichor requirement of 6 Ichor per shot, which is very, 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 very costly. So you have to keep that in mind if you are using this bayonet, but it does not disappoint. There we go. We'll get some more Ichor. Okay, let's go for Mia. Oh, we're gonna take it to the face now, aren't we? Yep. Okay, let's get another backstab, and hopefully we'll heal up most of our damage here. So now it only costs us 3 Ichor to shoot the bayonet, which is very, very, very nice. And watch how fast we can shoot these for only 3 Ichor now, which is absolutely incredible that we have that kind of damage at 3 Ichor. Okay, very, very good. Okay, now it is costly. I mean, this is like super duper costly. Very, 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 very costly. However, the reality is that you know, what are you doing with your life and Ichor anyways, or your HP? So you might as well go for it, and you know, continue doing the charge attacks and everything. And if you go for an actual charge booster along the way, I mean, you can just absolutely shred. And I love that jingle sound
There's
that
something in the sand.
it comes
I see
with
the
when you
lost over
do
there.
those charge attacks. Very, very cool. Very, very awesome. Okay. And if we were focused, that would all be
Back
costing
to good
only,
use.
it would cost only 1 Ichor
You can
per
take it back
shot,
if you need to.
which would be absolutely crazy to be able to do that for 1 Ichor. So I'm counting on being focused in the successor fight quite a bit. Actually, not so much here versus mobbing, but that's kind of to be expected, because if you can kill the enemy so fast that they don't have a chance to
We'll just
actually
have to go
react to
around.
anything, then the fact of the matter is that, you know, um, you can get them to be taken care of much easier than you would normally think to. Okay, we gotta back up here a little bit for his sweet spot on the back there. Okay, let's go for some gifts here. Ouch. Okay, and we'll go for more backstabs here, just to recover as much Ichor as possible here. Okay. And because our charge times are very low, we can recover a whole lot of Ichor very fast, which is great. We'll go for Mia again, since that's the whole point here. Whoops. Okay. And so he is gone very quickly. So every Ichor recovery here that we do with blood sacrifice gets us 2 shots, which is really nice that it's not just 1 shot. Okay. Ouch. Took that one to the face. Oh, his bayonet was better. Haha. Okay. Well, that was kind of fun there to trade with him. Now that we are focused, okay, it cost us 2 Ichor. My mistake. I am? Okay. And so that is really cheap. It sure was an annoying place, that's right. But that is very cheap for shooting this bayonet to only do 2 Ichor. Missed. Okay, but doing 2 or 3 Ichor here is really nice, that we can do that amount of damage for only 2 or 3 Ichor. And typically, you know, it would cost you know, 2 or 3 times that amount, which would be absolutely crazy that it would be costing so much. But as you can see here with this guy, we can take him down very quickly. And typically this guy is exceptionally brutal on us, and it is very hard to actually, you know, get through him typically. But when you can charge him down like that. Now if we can get some charge attacks here, we can recover some Ichor along the way here without using blood sacrifice, which would be really nice. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. Then let's back up. Oh, Mia, that was my attack there. Okay, let's back up here. Now it does cost a lot of stamina to do this, but because we're going for charge attacks anyways on our bayonet, I mean, we might as well go for as much benefit out of all the charge attacks and everything that we can. Okay, back up here. Let's get this guy. Now we don't do a whole lot of damage, which is completely fine for what we have going on here. Oops. And this, let's go for Mia. Oh, we don't have double gift extension, so that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Get this and this. Alright. Excellent. It's all coming together as a good plan does. Alright, let's go ahead and get some Ichor here. Okay. Good. Yeah, we got this boy coming. So let's do this and this. And let's go. Okay. Good job, Mia. Alright, excellent. That's right. That is why we are using what we are using. Oops. Okay, and now our charge drains are that much faster, which is very nice. Come on, Mia. There we go. Okay, excellent. So you can see that we do have quite a bit of Ichor recovery here along the way, and that is really nice. And we have a pretty cheap cost here of 3 Ichor overall to actually run the bayonet at not even maximum efficiency here, but that's really, really nice of how we can go about using everything here that we have along the way. Now, this can also work in the Eva fight, just because of the fact that we're able to get focused, and at the same time we're able to do charge drains on her as well, because we have the flash veil. We have to play our distance fairly well timed and well placed. It's not as easy as just like a stinger veil or something where you hold back, pull the trigger, and you'll hit guaranteed. With this, we actually have to make sure that our spacing is correct. So keep that in mind. Now, this run back is going to be pretty rough, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get her in the first go here, but there's no guarantee of that. But ranged impact definitely helps with the offset of what Mia has, you know, dropping our damage from Blood Awakening, but that's completely fine because of how fast the Ichor is used up and how fast we can get our charge drains out, and our charge shots. It's very, very, very nice that we can go for these kinds of things. Okay, Mia. I was hoping to get maybe a second charge in there, but not the case. We'll go for this guy for a few backstabs and stuff here if we can get him, just to get as much Ichor up as we can before the fight. Good. Ouch. Ouch. Never mind. We're just gonna die. I was just kidding about actually getting through there. I meant what we were gonna do was we were gonna get slapped off the edge into a almost save it kind of glitch state, and then we will fall to our death. That's what I meant was actually gonna go on instead of increasing our Ichor cap. Oh well. Yeah, we're not gonna fight that guy, obviously. Okay, and now let's go ahead and switch it up here so we can actually get there quick enough for the run back here. But the Bloody Snow is very, 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 very late game kind of build thinking, just because of the sheer amount of Ichor that this thing requires to use. But as a bayonet, it truly, truly, truly is a bayonet. That is where the strength of this thing comes in, is how far away you shoot and everything. And that this bayonet is no exception to the rule of bayonet. And it is very, very, very nice that it truly, truly, indeed lives up to that idea that you want to have a bayonet that shoots at a distance, and it absolutely is that in spades, just because of the fact of how because of the fact that you have to have such a distance in between you for the charge attacks, and also you want all of the charge attack snowballs to land. And so in order to use that, you have to make sure that you are, you know, at appropriate distances, and you're built correctly enough that you can make use of all that this bayonet has to offer. Otherwise, you know, you're doing really, really, really slow charge attacks, and you're having a really, really bad time trying to use 6 Ichor while at the same time recovering 6 Ichor and everything, and it just becomes a mess. But when you build out for this bayonet specifically, like what we're doing here, it absolutely shreds and does very, very, very well. Okay, Mia, why are you not giving me your gift extension? I guess that's okay. Okay. Okay, and charge, and go. Now, even though we're normal mobility, you could do this with like quick mobility or something, but I like the idea of a slash blood veil. Ouch. I did that wrong, and I did that wrong and died. Let's get our Ichor buff here. Okay. Okay. Now, we definitely played that horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. And because we didn't get double gift extension from Mia, that really, 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 really hurt us along the way there. Where are we? Okay, so now we're in danger territory because we... Oh, whoops. Because we don't have the Ichor now, and we're getting hit by fake hitboxes. Okay. Okay, good. Whoops. And you can see now that we are costing 5 Ichor per shot. It's very, very, very hard to consistently get damage. But now that she's down, we could go for some charge drains here. And you see that we have to, like, back up from where we're standing next to her. Okay, no problem. Okay, where are the... There we go. Okay, and Mia's gone, which is bad. And I'm dead. So you can see that if we get to that point where we are focused and we have everything going at once and it only costs 2 Ichor to shoot, then we will do very, 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 very well.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. But unfortunately, Mia didn't give her gift extension, and so we were down, you know, basically a full like 30 seconds. Let's see, 2 minutes. Yeah, we're down like a full 45 seconds on our gifts and stuff, and the cutscene also drains the time on your gifts as well. So, anyway, we'll get it this time, and it just makes for a really, really, really fun bayonet set to play with, just because of how, like, that sound on it. It actually sounds cool. It's a very different charge shot than any of the other bayonets in the game, which is very, very cool that that's even the case. So let's head up. And then the other neat thing is that it pairs very well, obviously. Oh, there's the gift extension. It pairs very, very well, right, with your other gifts and everything. And it pairs awesomely well with charge drains on blood veils. Okay, almost there. All right.
We've got this one. Now we're
Okay, now we have double gift extension, which is great. So we gotta kind of go quick here. Okay. Okay, and one more, and one more. Okay, now we got double gift extension, so that's awesome. And let's use a charge accelerator, charge booster. Okay, awesome. Everything is perfect. The hands are the worst that we have to watch out for. Let's stay in here. And because we can go very, very hard on charge drains here, it's very, very nice. Okay, let's go here for some charge drains. Okay. Unfortunately, we're not getting focused at all, which is too bad. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang in there, Mia. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yay. Awesome. Okay, so you can see the difference in time that it takes with double gift extension there, and not being stuck in cutscene land for 10 years, while the time continues to tick
Thank you.
on your gifts.
Shatter.
And so the the really amazing thing there is that even though that was costing us 3 Ichor a shot, it was still worth it because we were so far away from her and everything, and we were able to, you know, cut her down very, very well. Now, instead of Ichor Strikes here, if you are using Queen's Throat, and you actually use Ichor Reduction, this acts like gift, like Blood Awakening, and so this will reduce it by 2 points instead of 1 point as in Ichor or Ichor Strikes here. But Ichor Strikes is pretty good, just because of the fact that it does reduce Ichor usage when you are focused, and this only happens also when you're focused. So if you have this and Ichor Strikes together, you'll be reducing by 3 Ichor just between the two of these, and then if you use Ichor Reduction or what what is it? Ichor Efficiency, then you'll reduce your shots by 4, which you can get there um, only when you're focused though. So that's the problem with that, and you would need like very high dex or something like that, or to get focus recovery, or use complete attention and a Hound's Veil or something like that to get focused like all the time. So it would be a very interesting, weird build differently. But the problem with the Bloody Snow is that it has very, very, very strict um, requirements here, and there's only two blood codes, or 3 blood codes in the entire game that you can use this outright, just as is. No, 2 blood codes are Artemis and Orion. Those are the only two that you can outright use this bayonet without any other, um, without any help from the passives. So you can see here, number 2, nothing, 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 nothing. And then there's Artemis, and then nothing, 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 and then nothing, 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 Orion, and then nothing, nothing. So there's only 2 blood codes in the entire game that you can use this bayonet outright from a base blood code, which is one of the reasons why this bayonet, I think, kind of gets left behind, and you don't use it quite as frequently as you may like to. But if you have Orion and or you have Artemis, you can make use of this thing outright. And if you have some stat passives, you can make use of some other blood codes out there, particularly Harmonia. Where is that? This you need a dex of B, which is kind of hard to get to because you need two passive stats in order to get there, or strength and dex from Somatic Zeal. But that then takes up a gift slot over here in the active. So where do you want it? Do you want it in the passives or do you want it in the actives? You have to make that decision on your own. And when you play with Harmonia, obviously you get basically free infinite Ichor, so you don't really have to worry about how much Ichor you're using because of Field of Thirst and Supernatural Blood. But the reality is that what happens when you don't have Supernatural Blood? You're just kind of running around doing nothing with the bayonet. So it's a very, very strange bayonet. But it's one that I highly, highly, highly recommend. It's a lot of fun to play with. It absolutely shreds anything it goes up against, and if you have all the charge boosters in place, it's 10 crush snowballs, and so crush at a distance is very, very, very hard to find in Vayne, and because it's not a shotgun and it shoots very far away, you have crush at basically any distance that you're going to come up against any enemy in Vayne. And there's no arena except the Despot's arena that's actually big enough to hit the other side. So it's absolutely crazy how this bayonet is operating. But yeah, I hope this helped kind of maybe peel back some of the layers of the Bloody Snow. I'm sure most of you out there already know about it and how to pair up and everything. But when you get all of these Ichor reductions going, then you can make really, really good use of this bayonet. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow in the, well, maybe not tomorrow, but we'll see you in the Crypt Spire soon enough, so we'll see you then.